Hello everyone, my name is John. Welcome back to Designing with SITURA. Now, since we got 15-16 minutes for the vulcanization, let's start cooking. But first of all, let's wash our hands. So let's start our cooking section right now. Let's start this up and we add a little bit of olive oil. Now, garlic. Some people like the garlic to be in one piece. I like it chopped up, very nice, thin. This is nice, fresh garlic. Everything I use for my pasta, I usually use fresh products like the basil over here, the Parmesan cheese, everything from Italy. A lot of the products I buy, I try to buy from Italy. It gives you a better taste, you know what I mean? So, let's wait for the oil to come to temperature a little bit, and then we add our garlic over here. Beautiful. Nice. In the meantime, we can open up the can of tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes that I buy from an Italian store, and they come from Italy, strictly from Italy. Here I have my basil, freshly basil, which I love my basil. I usually keep it on the windowsill when I cook. So let's just give it a couple more minutes and this will be ready to go. The recipe is easy. It's spaghettis, garlic, cherry tomatoes, basil, and Parmesan cheese. That's all we're using. Very simple. Here we add. So this one here, what we do is we'll get a little bit browned. Don't overcook it, otherwise it will be too bitter. But we just give it become a little bit brown. Cherry tomatoes will only take about 10 minutes, approximately 8 to 10 minutes. Their tomatoes are already cooked, so you just gotta heat them up a little bit, stir fry them with a little bit of garlic. It depends on the dish you're making, right? See the color is getting a little bit of that rosé, nice. Ready? Now what I do now, I add a little bit, just a little bit of water. Just enough to wash the can. Take the extra tomato. I give it a little stir. And I'll let it cook for approximately 8 to 10 minutes. Now once the tomatoes are nice and cooked, I will get a fork and I will squish the tomatoes to make a little bit more tomato sauce. What we do is I usually get the basil. See, I like to cut the basil in pieces like this. So I'll get about 2 or 3 pieces like that. Like this. What do we do? In the meantime, we go and put the pasta in. That's what we need. Excellent. So I'll be back. I'm gonna get the pasta and put it in. Spaghettis, once you put it on nice, you give it a little stir to make sure it doesn't attach to the bottom. And this one here, we'll put a timer for about 8 to 9 minutes. Because we don't want to cook the pasta too much. Because we want to finish up cooking the pasta inside the tomato sauce. That's what the best part is. It releases the starch from the pasta and it makes it very tasty. Now let's go check our tomato sauce and let's see what happens. See, it's cooking beautifully. See that? Beautiful. Now what I do, I squish all the tomatoes down and that will release more juice. Now we add a little bit of salt. Give a little stir. And we'll let it cook for another 5 minutes. Now we're going to put the spaghettis inside and finish up cooking the spaghettis inside the tomato sauce. So our tomato sauce is ready. Now we're going to put the spaghettis directly in here. Now the reason why we keep the water over here is because we still have to cook the pasta for another couple of minutes. So what do? We add a little bit of water from the pasta. Now, we put the fire a little bit down, and then we get our Parmesan cheese. I like the Parmesan cheese. It tastes very good with the pasta. Let the cheese melt in nice with the spaghetti. Everything is bonding together now. And I think we are done. Okay, we turn everything off, and now we're going to plate it. So I don't know how many portions we're gonna have, but I'm gonna take mine out first. I always like to put up just a little bit of cheese like this, just to give it the extra. So I think we're done here with the spaghettis, and this is what it looks like, a finished product. The expansion joint is being vulcanized and it's done. George, can you please pass it on to me, please? And this is what our expansion joint will look like at the end. This has been vulcanized to the red line 40. This is our material, plumb line. The contractor will proceed with the installation of the material. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.